Now, when you think of Europe, what comes to mind? Paris, Rome, London. Yeah, they are all amazing. But what if I told you there are places in Europe so beautiful, so magical, yet barely touched by tourism? Today, I'm going to take you on a virtual journey to 7 unseen and underrated places in Europe that most people don't even know exist. These unseen places invite curious souls to slow down, look deeper, and discover a side of the continent that few ever get to see. Number 1. Geithorn, the village with no roads. Our first destination is the village with no roads, no cars, and no traffic noise, only the soft splashing of water and the chirping of birds. Welcome to Geithorn, a storybook village nestled in the Dutch province of Overijssel, where life moves at the gentle pace of a boat gliding through peaceful canals. Geithorn is often called the Venice of the North, but let me tell you it's even more serene, and without the crowds. The entire village is built around a network of canals, and the only way to get around is by walking, cycling, on narrow footpaths, or better yet floating in whisper boats. It's electric and almost completely silent, so you feel like you're floating. With over 170 wooden bridges connecting quaint cottages, it feels like something out of a children's fairy tale. Most of the homes have thatched roofs, beautifully manicured gardens, and some even date back to the 18th century. You can dine by the water, grab a spot at one of the little waterside cafes, and order a Dutch pancake. They're like a crepe, but better. In winter, when the canals freeze over, locals ice skate through the village. Cars are allowed on the outskirts of the town, but once you enter the old village, it's just you, your feet, or a boat. Number 2. Halstead, the lakeside gem. Halstead, nestled between a crystal-clear lake and the Doxtine Alps, is one of the oldest still inhabited villages in Europe, dating back to 7000 BC. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, but still feels like a hidden treasure. Halstead actually gave its name to an entire era, the Halstead culture, from around 800 to 500 BC, known for early Celtic tribes and sophisticated tools. Salt from Halstead was once considered white gold. The local mines are among the oldest in the world, and you can even slide down wooden miner slides inside them today. First up, take the funicular up to the skywalk. It's this amazing glass platform that literally juts out over the cliff, and the views. Absolutely jaw-dropping. You'll feel like you're floating above the whole village and the lake. You can rent a pedal boat, electric boat, or join a guided cruise on Lake Halstead. It's peaceful, scenic, and gives you a different perspective of the village from the water. Don't miss wandering around the market square either. It's super charming, with cute little cafes and flower boxes everywhere. Perfect spot for some photos and maybe a coffee break. And check out the Evangelical Church. That's the one with the really tall, skinny steeple you see in pretty much every picture of Halstead. It's beautiful and peaceful inside. Lastly, if you're feeling adventurous, go for the salt mine tour. You get to ride a miner's train, slide down wooden chutes, and learn how people have been digging salt here for thousands of years. Number 3. Tallinn, Estonia, the digital fairy tale city. Welcome to Tallinn, the capital of Estonia, where medieval charm meets cutting-edge digital innovation. Tallinn's Old Town is one of the best preserved medieval cities in Europe. Cobblestone streets, Gothic spires, old merchant houses. It feels like a movie set. But behind those ancient walls, this city is a tech powerhouse. Here you can stroll through Viru Gate, explore Town Hall Square, and don't miss St. Catherine's Passage. It's full of artisan workshops and feels like it hasn't changed in centuries. Some of the buildings here date back to the 13th century and are still in use today. Next, check out the Estonian Parliament. Alexander Nevsky Cathedral. And get those Insta-worthy views from Kotwotsa and Patkuli viewing platforms. Come at sunset, Tallinn's red rooftops glowing in golden light are unforgettable. Explore the Bastion tunnels. These 17th century tunnels were once used for defense, later as World War II shelters, and even for Cold War spying. Check out the Tallinn TV Tower. At 314 meters tall, this is the highest structure in Estonia. You can even walk on the edge and see across the Baltic Sea to Finland on a clear day. Built for the 1980 Moscow Olympics to improve telecommunications, the tower became much more than that. Number 4. Alberobello, the trolley town. Nestled in the Puglia region of southern Italy, this little town is unlike anywhere else in the world. Instead of modern homes, you'll find hundreds of whitewashed limestone huts with cone-shaped stone roofs. They look like tiny wizard towers. Back in the 14th century, landowners told people to build houses without using mortar, so they could be easily dismantled when tax inspectors came around. No house equals no tax. Now here's something interesting. Many of the roofs are painted with mysterious symbols, crosses, zodiac signs, suns, moons. Some say they're for spiritual protection, while others think they were used to ward off bad luck or even summon blessings. No one really knows for sure. Alberobello is still a quiet little town, filled with cobbled streets, olive groves, and warm locals. It's not just a place, it's a step back in time. Number 5. Ronda, the city on the cliff. Imagine a city perched on the edge of a cliff, literally split into by a deep gorge, where ancient stone bridges connect the past and present. Welcome to Ronda, Spain, one of the most breathtaking and mysterious towns in all of Europe. Located in Andalusia, southern Spain, Ronda is dramatically set above a deep canyon called El Tajo, carved by the Guadalquivir River. The city is built on two sides of this 120-meter deep gorge. But here's what makes Ronda truly unforgettable: the iconic bridge, Puente Nuevo. It was completed in 1793, after 40 years of construction. During the Spanish Civil War, it's said that prisoners were thrown from this very bridge into the gorge below. Whether that's truth or legend, no one really knows. Ronda is over 2,000 years old, once inhabited by the Celts, then the Romans, and later the Moors, each leaving their mark on the city's soul. You can still explore ancient Arab baths, Moorish walls, and even the Casa del Rey Moro, the house of the Moorish king, which features a secret water mine and stairway carved directly into the cliff face. Number 6. Ljubljana, the Dragon City of Europe. Tucked between Italy and Croatia, Ljubljana feels like a fairytale mix of Vienna's elegance and Prague's medieval vibes, but with a calm, relaxed soul of its own. The heart of the city is the Ljubljanica River, lined with cozy cafes, quirky bridges, and pastel-colored buildings. Grab a coffee or gelato and sit alongside the river. The famous Triple Bridge, designed by architect Jos Plesnik, is a photo op you don't want to miss. The city's symbol is the dragon. You'll spot it on the Dragon Bridge, flags, souvenirs, even in local legends. If you're into street art and edgy vibes, head to Metalkova Mesto, a former military barracks turned into an autonomous cultural zone. It's covered in wild street art, sculptures, and graffiti, and comes alive at night with music, bars, and live shows. And head to Tivoli Park, Ljubljana's green heart. It's the largest park in the city, perfect for walking, picnicking, or just chilling under the trees. Number 7. Bern, the city that time forgot. Welcome to Bern's Old Town, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and one of the best preserved medieval city centers in Europe. With 6 kilometers of arcaded walkways, it's actually one of the longest covered shopping promenades in Europe, perfect for a stroll, rain or shine. The star here, the Zitglocke, Bern's famous astronomical clock tower that dates back to the early 13th century. Every hour, mechanical figures like bears and jesters put on a little performance. Bern sits in a curve of the beautiful River Ari, which is so clean that locals swim in it every summer. Yes, right through the city. Want the perfect postcard view of Bern? Head to the Rosengarten Rose Garden. From there, you get a panoramic view of the old town, with the Alps peeking out in the distance on a clear day. In spring and summer, the park is full of over 200 varieties of roses, making it a dreamy, peaceful spot away from the crowds. All across Bern, you'll find colorful 16th century fountains, each with its own story. They're not just pretty, they're drinkable and historically symbolic, a few you should watch for. The Ogre Fountain, showing a giant eating children. Creepy, right? It's meant to warn kids to behave. The Justice Fountain, Lady Justice standing over kings and emperors, symbolizing equality under the law. Bern has over 100 public fountains, and more than 50 of them still provide drinkable water today. So there you have it, to 7 mind-blowingly beautiful, often overlooked places in Europe that are waiting to be explored. Which one is going on your bucket list first? Let me know in the comments below. And hey, if you love this journey, give it a like, share it with your travel buddies, and subscribe for more hidden gems and travel secrets from around the world. Until next time, stay curious, stay adventurous.